What's going on, guys? Welcome to the JWK show. Hope you guys are having a great day. This video is going to be a chill video. We do have a couple of things to talk about, but nothing too crazy. So, guys, this one is a calm one. Let's get right into it. We had Trump saying another big announcement from Trump about Powell, and that is Powell must cut rates by 3 points. And he says each 1% cut saves $360 billion with the use of the 36 number. Let's take a look at this from Trump.
We should be 3 points lower. Each point is $360 billion. Can you imagine that? That's big numbers. Each point, 1 point of cut, is the equivalent of $360 billion in savings. That's big stuff, you know. Those are big numbers in the U.S. Everything's big. He should cut.
Right,
a smart person would cut. You know, he leaves very soon, so it's like one of those things. But I'll miss him greatly.
Right, so confirmation of Jerome Powell leaving soon. We do have some controversy happening with Jerome Powell. We have the DOJ investigating Jerome Powell. But what I did want to mention before, this video was unable to get paused. Let's play this clip again.
Everything's big. He should cut. A smart person would cut. You know, he leaves very soon.
Right. In order to help American citizens financially, we must see interest rate cuts. And that is what Trump is fighting for. And as early as tomorrow, we could see interest rate cuts coming in. We have from CoinDesk, the Federal Open Market Committee plans to meet and make a decision on interest rates, which they'll announce their decision tomorrow. So we'll see if we get interest rate cuts. If we do, we will see the market going absolutely parabolic. XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all making a new all-time high, just as we saw during the last rate cut. And another reason why tomorrow is another big day is because we have from Bo Hind, the Executive Director, President's Council of Advisors for Digital Assets, and that is the President's Working Group on Digital Assets, completing the 180-day report and released publicly tomorrow on July 30th. And we have America is now leading the way on digital asset policy. We have the Genius Act coming in and the Clarity Act coming in next. And guys, we will find out if we have XRP in the U.S. federal regulatory framework and operation of digital assets. And that should be very likely, as we have Trump mentioning XRP being added to the Crypto Strategic Reserve. And we can see, guys, we do have the working group evaluating the potential creation and maintenance of a national digital asset stockpile and proposed criteria for establishing such a stockpile. So with XRP being the third biggest crypto, the biggest American cryptocurrency, it is very likely we will see XRP being added to the American stockpile. And we also have the working group, again, proposing a federal regulatory framework governing the issuance and operation of digital assets, including stable coins in the U.S., and we had the 180-day report overall. So tomorrow is a big day for crypto. And taking a look at the charts, we also have the 36 number. We have XRP going as low as $3.06. As of now, a nice bounce off of the level of support, which is this trend line. And guys, if we are able to hold this trend line, we can see ever since July 14 of 2025, we should see XRP moving up in price. We should see this sort of price action, XRP holding above and then eventually moving back up. So hopefully that is the case. We have Crypto Insight also talking about a $8 to $15 XRP. Let's take a look at this analysis.
And I think XRP is similar. If we take XRP to the weekly, I think this thing looks fantastic. It's maybe even a bit ahead of ETH in this sort of cycle. What we've done is we've broken our recent all-time highs. We've held them as support and held the weekly close above that. Yes, this week we're still testing this area, but the breakout should take us up towards $8 to $15. And that is what I believe. A lot of people call me a moon boy and stupid or whatever. I don't really care. This is what I think is coming. I keep trying to really drill this message in, because what I think is going to happen is everything's going to increase in value from here, realistically-ish. Bitcoin's probably going to do the least percentage-wise, but I still think it's got a decent percentage to go. Probably from here, like 40 to 150%, somewhere in that bracket. And I think alts have a lot more to go than that. And I think XRP is similar. If we take XRP,
Right, based on the charts, based on price action, based on the macro events such as these, the end of the Ripple versus SEC case, XRP and cryptos are looking bullish. We have Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple repegging to 589 and 985. We did have a recent depeg, Brad Garlinghouse following 588. So that was quite interesting. Do we have something happening with the repeg going back into place? And lastly, we have CZ Binance net worth estimated hitting $75 billion as BNB reaches a new all-time high of $850. But keep in mind, CZ holds approximately 64% of the circulating BNB supply, and Ripple holds less than 40%. So CZ can easily rug pull BNB, and even with CZ Binance holding a ton of the circulating supply, guys, people are not complaining, but are complaining against Chris Larson's recent move and Ripple's holdings. Guys, this is a truly upside down world, and just ignore all the FUD towards XRP, as most of them are false and not true. They are fake FUD. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.